And we're live. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. A little late because I forgot the game had an update yesterday, / early today. I don't exactly know what the timing for that was. But we're back. I just had to make sure I got that downloaded, get Sorin back in position. So, last we'd left off... Oh, not on the stream tab. Get that out of the way. Last we'd left off, we'd been continuing through Il Mheg, collecting the keys we need to access the castle, whose name I still cannot remember, nor... Well, I kind of remember the name, I just can't remember how to pronounce it. Liagia? Is it Liagia? Something? I don't know. But no, we got the key we needed from the Pixies, from the Faerie, and then from the Numo. Now we just need to get the last one from the Amaro. But their leader, Seto, doesn't seem to have been too keen on letting us take that risk. So, what have we got here? Sorin, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Lightwarden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him of thy many great deeds. Spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. Right. I can try that. Hello. You have spoken with my brethren. Then you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. This is something that, if I don't do, everyone dies. You know the state the world's in, right? What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fae folk to change. And in order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Naught more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king? That's to protect everyone here. Without, as long as the Lightwardens live, everyone's in danger. What did you say? Huh. The very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared. Then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends, that you may slay them. Oh, right. That's something, Urianchi. Whatever Seto have in store for thee, I wish thee Godspeed. Seem to have something. I can handle a couple of Sin Eaters. I have to be able to. If I can't handle them, there really is no chance against Lightwarden. Yes, yeah. It's been a while since I've talked to Seto. Did you have, like, I don't remember, like, after this, like, you ever having much reason to come back and talk to him? I will use my voice to lure out the sin-eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. Right, I'm ready. Ready then? Very well. That's a lot of them. Oh. They're not the strongest I've seen. Okay. That was just the first wave. There we go. Any more? One more. Oh. Misstanced. There. Satisfied? You made short work of those creatures. I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Wolekdorf. My voice can't... My voice can't settle on a voice for Seto. I need to get more practice in with voices. I need to get back to doing my vocal warm-ups. I've been out of practice ever since I moved. By the ease with which you slew those sin-eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think, and if you should be willing, there's a favor I would ask of you. Of course. What can I do? This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please, hear my tale. Of course. A while ago, I fought sin-eaters who had wandered into Il Mheg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Longmirror Lake. We Amaro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of returning to the Fwaf, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept it as gone forever. Right. I can have a look for that. Arianji? Oh, that's just the same as before. Oh, I won't be gone long. Longmirror Lake's that large one with the castle in the middle. It's a lot of ground to cover. But luck does seem to favor me when I go looking for lost items. Okay. Okay. Out we go. Oh, it's not the ad blocker that's causing the buffering. It's possibly just that it is the distance between us, because I'm in the UK and you're in the US. I imagine there's going to be latency issues. Oh. Medallion. How am I going to find... Oh, something down there. Is this... No, that's not a medallion. Anything else? Did it have fallen through the ceiling here? There's something. Oh, that's... I don't know if it's Seto's medallion, but it's a medallion. All I need to do is get back. Teleporting's probably the quickest way. Right. Seto? Ah, you are returned. How fared your search? I don't know if this is it, but I found this.
Ah, my medallion! You found it!
That's what the English Seto sounds like.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young, in those days, I could not speak. But we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy.
I guess...
His name was Artbert.
Wait.
And he was my friend.
Artbert?
Artbert, thou sayest?
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few who spoke up for them. Of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear. And so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Artbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet, in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
That's... Artbert. So, yeah, Sorin knows Arbert's following him. I'm sure he understands, wherever he is.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so.
It is?
Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Thank you, Seto. This is... Thank you. Oh.
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
What's happened?
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Il Mheg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
You don't think that's...
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Lightwarden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following.
Right.
Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Lightwarden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
Okay.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
That's...
No, Minfilia. You'll only get on the foot. Now come.
I wouldn't have said that, Vanguard, but... Sorry,
I
Minfilia.
wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
You too. Arianje? Hope they're all gonna be okay. And... compared to the Lightwarden I fought before, Ranjit's was an even tougher opponent. Forgive me. It seems my indecision has cost you precious time, but I am convinced now. Convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find a bridge to Ligia. As the bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Right. Sorry I don't have time for goodbye. Every second I waste is another second my friends are in trouble. There's the bridge. Ooh. So here's the other thing though. It has been some time since I've last queued into the Dancing Plague. I cannot very much remember how this fight is supposed to go. Oh yeah, the last one is up on the castle itself, isn't it? Alright. Leafmen guarding it. That's not too bad, I guess. Hope everyone's okay over there. So this is it. Don't turn around, please, friend. Thank you. Here we are. So, I've got the relics. The door should just open, right? Come on. That sounds like something happened. Oh, farewell. The gate has recognized you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. They did have the opposite reaction to the in what particular reaction? that's what I'm curious about. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Right. I can do this. Yet notice, my adorable sapling. Though we Fae folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved. And the same will be asked of you. Oh. Yeah, of course Sari would understand why she was wanted. Worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Thank you, Farrell. I think might need all the friends I can get in there. Trials. There we go. First Shadowbringers trial. Ooh, less than 5 minutes in a DPS queue. I'll take it. Sorin, it feels like the last few trials Sorin's has done. He's had quite good luck with queues. Both Suzaku and Seri took hardly any time at all. Suzaku and Seri? No, Seiryu. Seri is not a trial, not yet. I just wait a little. I could always swap to Scholar or Astrologian, I guess. But I'm a bit nervous about going healer in a trial I can't remember. I've gotten all the Aether currents, haven't I? I do indeed. Oh, so many side quests. I'm never quite sure what to do with queues. I never know how much time I have with them. I think I kind of get as well why they're a bit more difficult to add in duty support. Because who actually... Yeah, there's not 7 people to join you for duty support. Even if Alize and Alphino came back, that's only 1, 2, 3, 5? You'd still need to grab 2 more people from somewhere. Oh, hello, I'm not here to fight. I'm going to see if I can't do that blue quest. Because I'll start doing something else, and as soon as I get somewhere there, it'll happen. Over here, is it? Oh, Sandman. Hello. Oh, I beg your pardon. I must have dozed off again. Ever since I turned 300, I find I can barely stay awake. Sandman is my name, and I had something for you. What was it again? Yes, a request. I would have you seek out a young Amaro who has newly arrived in Il Mheg. But ere I go into the details, tell me, know you the nature of our community, Wolekdorf? It is a place where those of us who have attained the intelligence come to live out our days. We Amaro are born mindless beasts, you see. But if we abide among men for a century or so, we may awaken to abilities long lost in our kind. A speech not least of all. That those who've awakened might know of Wolekdorf, we asked our new Mo friends to place enchantments on the crystals found throughout Il Mheg. These crystals call out to our brethren across Norvrant, drawing them hither. However, the aforementioned young Amaro was not prepared for what he found here. That is, other speaking Amaro. And no sooner did I welcome him than he bolted and ran. Though he is wary of us, having served men until recently, I believe he will trust you. Please, will you not find him and persuade him to come here? To help you on your way, he fled to the west of the settlement. Right. I can investigate that. I'm going to need help with fighting Titania, so until I get a response, I can't really do much on that front. Any Amaro? Track's going this way. I'm glad he wasn't flying. Wouldn't have many tracks to fall if that had been the case. Oh. Got a friend. There we go. Oh, you're not. There we go. I thought that last hit would have done enough damage. Right. Still got a trail to follow. What's this? Fruit. Maybe I'm getting close. Oh. Hello. You can talk, right? You know that I can talk? There was another fellow like me. Did you know him? Sandman? I think so. Well now, a whole settlement of talking Amaro. That must be the place he wanted to show me. My name is Titania. My master was a traveling merchant. One day, I discovered that I could speak. I was so happy, and I thought my master would be happy too, but when I spoke to him, he looked as if he'd seen a ghost and abandoned me. Since that day, I've been wandering the land by myself. I'd heard of Il Mheg, and I thought it would be nice to see it, but it seems the idea wasn't my own after all. This settlement, Wolekdorf, it sounds like a nice place, but I don't want to live there. I've been alone for a long while. I don't feel comfortable around others anymore. Not even other Amaros. Oh, how dry would chicken have to be to scratch your throat? Ooh, I could. Ooh, thinking of chicken that dry is. Oh, the worst that I find for you are hungry. Oh. No, I understand being hungry. Well, kind of. I don't actually understand what it's like to be hungry. But it's trying to imagine chicken that's dry enough to actually scratch your throat. Oh. I know, maybe it's just the way I cook it, but chicken's never been something that has felt like it would be capable of scratching. I suppose if it's like breaded or battered chicken that's a little too crispy on the outside, I suppose. Come on, Q. Give me something. Oh, I think I'll give it to 15 minutes and then I'll try swapping over to healer and seeing how that goes. Otherwise I've got... If I look at the A for cards... Yeah, I've just got this one last quest one to do. Average wait time is 11 minutes. Il Mheg is a pretty location. I do still kind of wish the ethereal fog was like a weather that could happen. I still feel there's something about that fog that looks nice. This trial definitely isn't as popular as the last two Sorin did. Or did I use up all my Q luck in that stream when I finish off the Four Lords? I don't think I could have gotten better streams when I was doing those two fights. Can I shimmy along here? Out to the back garden? Up we go. Sometime this stream would be nice. I suppose I could always do some of the hunting for a scholar while I queue and level up. Yeah, I think I'm going to withdraw. Oh, that's the thing. Actually, as Scholar's only 72, Astrologian's only 72. Ah. I have to queue as DPS. Crap. And I just reset my queue priority. That's fun. Well. Do I have anything to fight in Il Mheg? The Lorikeet. And Rabbit's Tail. No, I should have considered what level my healers are at before swabbing. Okay. Rabbit's tail and... yeah, rabbit's tails should be up around here, I believe. Doing the hunt is one of the nice things about having done a lot of the hunt mark stuff. Is it teaches you quite quickly where all the various enemies are. Okay, I think I only need one rabbit's tail. I'm probably going to need a Keela for this. Deus. Can I remember how to play Scholar? Doodoo. There we go. Now off to find Lorikeets. Oh, our queue's dropped back to less than 5 minutes. Hopefully, maybe, people are queuing up there. Need more people to be queuing into trials. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, dodge that. Okay. Easily done. What else do we have to do? Scissor Jaws and Amarang, Molstashes, and Whiptails and Calusia. Any free marked ones I can do? No, those are in the inaccessible part. Oh. So, still tied. Doo-doo-doo. Just get some experience. It says less than 5 minutes, but I'm still not seeing any tanks, healers, or anyone else in the queue for the Dancing Plague. Kind of been a little bit spoiled for queues by them having duty support in every dungeon now. Well, every story dungeon. What's the damage over time on Balthus? Oh, 700 now. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I love healer attack rotations. How little you have to actually think about what you're doing. Okay, that's all the Whiptails done, so I think it's just 2 of you, so once you're dead, that should be me finished. Oh. I've got an extra friend. I guess I can just join in some fates while I'm here. Art of War is 165. There we go. Poison the move. Did I get an AoE area drain, or am I misremembering that? Does that come later? Actions. No, you don't get one. It's just energy drain. Oh no, don't attack the whiptail, we don't need... never mind, we've got extra friends. I guess we're dealing with you. That queue time is a lie. I've been waiting, getting close. Well, like, not quite close to half an hour just yet. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Getting challenge logs done as well. You gotta kill us some experience. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's done, so I can head to Amaro, do hunt down the Scissor Jaws. I think it's just easy to go this way. Hey, there you are. I think I only need one of you anyway. Doo-doo-doo. Yep. Okay. That's all the tier 1's done. The tier 2's are just in their Great Wood and the inaccessible part of Amaro. Yep. Okay. I suppose if I can return to Crystarium and pick up the today's hunt marks. And if I get these finished before the queue pops. I don't know what I'm doing. It feels like so long since queues have been a problem for Sorin. Oh, that rain and thunder. Have I ever seen thunder in the Crystarium before? I feel like I'm not used to it being thundery in the Crystarium. Let's get nuts. Now, what can I actually buy with nuts again? Minions, striking dummy, orchestrion roll, Sin Eater mount, level 7 and 8 materia. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Deep Shadow gear is stuff I can't use. But I can nearly afford some item level 470 gear. I'm currently on 400, so that's a decent upgrade. What's the aiming one look like? I think it's the Rongan stuff I do quite like, though. It's not particularly high level, but I just like the aesthetic of the Rongan gear. What's the mana trigger look like? It just looks nice. Okay, what about classes Sorin actually has? Yep, I'm still waiting for the queue. It is not popping. This one reminds me of the Hisho katana from Endless Space 2. I suppose it's just a normal katana, but the way it lights up the behemoth. We don't have Bard. Yeah. Those are kind of cool. Strike. Did you queue? Yes, because DPS is the only class Sorin has at a high enough level to queue. Both his healers are level 72. You like the Ronkan armor. What about... We have more mage classes. That's Arcanist and Summoner. Yep, I did this to myself. Like, I got complacent after his queues into Four Lords. Suzaku and Seiryu went far too quick, and now I've been spoiled for it. What's the armor like? And the healer one's just going to be white recolor of this one? Yes, it is. Actually, speaking of gear, I can go on. Samurai is still missing. What's Samurai not got? Do I need to update you? I feel I might as well. Get you, yeah. I might as well go and head to Kugane. Sure. You really thought I was gonna be that lucky? I did get lucky twice. This is the third time. Suzaku only took like a minute, and then Seiryu's was nearly instant. And now I've been queuing for the Dancing Plague for over half an hour. Skaven gear. So we need Jacket of Striking, the Armor Guards of Striking, Greaves of Striking, and I can't afford the trousers. Where did I put my... There it is. Okay, they're nearly all at 400 now. Okay, so I was in the middle of doing some hunting. So first of all, Lakeland has me on Wolverines. And anything under free mark? White Gremlins. Okay, so that sounds like a teleport to... Fort Joel. And it's raining still here. Okay, where are the little gremlins? There you are. Doop-a-doop. How do I need... I think it's 3 gremlins for the hunt. Oh. We've got one more DPS in the queue now. We're not alone waiting for this one. Oh, it's only 2. I thought it was 3 gremlins. Oh well, I'll take it. I suppose this convinces me that I need to be off-stream leveling up some of the healers. Well, especially because I think the next trial is 79. I suppose at least I do have the... I do actually have Shadowbringers dungeons to do now. I think especially once I get the level 75 dungeon. Because I think the level 75 dungeon is when you start getting gear that's actually better than the Tombstone gear from the previous expansion. There they are. Right, the Wolverine. Okay. First one down. Do I need a third? No, I do not need a third. Okay, so that's Lakeland. Next is Il Mheg. I've got Killer Bees. Taunt Avis. and hookahs. Lovely, they're all really spread out. I suppose it could be worse. Could be flower baskets. Flower baskets, porksies, and I don't know what else. Especially when you don't have flying yet. Hey, one other DPS in the queue left. I wonder if I'd almost be quicker leaving the queue for this, doing a dungeon as Scholar, and then queuing back into... I should have prepared better for this. Oh, got that. So Fukas are at the castle itself. Well, if I still haven't seen any progress with the queue by the time I finish the second set of hunting, I think I might just do that. I haven't done my roulettes for today, and none of them are looking for healer. Of course they aren't. Had a power outage at work? Oh. Well, you haven't missed much. I'm still waiting. Nothing much is going on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Finally. It only took, what, 40 minutes? That's been most of the stream at this stage. Right. That's... Please don't back out. Oh. Who goes there? Are you the ones who broke the seal? I thought this was voice acting. That's Titania. Right. So much time lost. So much frolicking and feasting left undone. We must make up for it. We must. Beginning by playing with you. I would have been quite annoyed if someone had backed out. One of the healers as well. Just to make sure you're going to take extra time.
Come and play. For the night is bright and you can
I did not... I forgot dance partner was a thing. Let's see the wind up and down again. This is one of the songs I tried to sing, but I don't know where you're supposed to pause for breath in this song. Okay. This room? I do not remember this fight. Tanya calls to the water. Oh.
When you play with fire.
Oh. Back. Sorry, this is going to be one I'm actually going to have to pay attention to because I don't think I've done this once. I think maybe once since I originally did it as part of my MSQ progression.
Sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in boys.
Cool. So this one is... Okay. Are we supposed to be more split up? Oh, no. I was wondering if we were going to get hit by targeted AoEs there. Ooh. Oh. I dodged? Yes, I dodged. Okay. Oh. Oh. Careful, friend. Who? That was a bad time to use that. Nearly there. It's the minions dealt with. What's... What do we do about this one? Oh. I haven't died yet, so that's... that's something. Being mortal.
Dance like the leaves on the grass.
Okay.
This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
That's... Oh. Oh. Okay. I guess this is a safe place? 2, 3, 4.
Can you guess which one? Oh, that hurt. You please look.
Nearly there. Is that it?
We can play no more.
That's the light. It's over. I guess I just have to absorb this and we're good. Right. Still feels a bit weird, but we're all good. Is that... Does that mean the lights are dark's back? Nope. No commendations for anyone. Oh. Farewell?
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my snayak.
Oh, what's the relics?
The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose.
Their true purpose? Give me a brief moment. Ooh. I am not here for taking offers about trying to sell me viewers. If people are going to watch, I want it to be because they're watching, not because they're being paid for it.
For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king.
The new king?
The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
Wait a second, that means... me?
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us. Never again to live as men do.
That's... You mean...
My adorable sapling. My precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see. To sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden. That is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
You mean... you're becoming king? That's... Bill?
Kinla, Ilichla, Il Mheg, Okbra.
Is that
Now,
you?
shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Ooh. You messed with the fairies, and the fairies have a king again. Ah, yes.
Found it. How did they get here so fast?
Invisibility worked last time against them.
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to your moor. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Nope.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
There really was something that happened, like, with not even just terms of the, like, how they use the camera compared to previous expansions.
Look! The sky! He's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Oh. I remember this scene almost made me feel bad for the Yulmorans.
What's happening?
Water? That wasn't there before.
Eh.
Ansasi Orwaik Kinsi.
Help me!
Oh.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
Get a hold of yourself. You've only been turned into a plant. Oh. Ooh. Angry Amaro. I don't remember the red eye Amaro.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Oh. They're all okay. Thank you. And that's about
I
it.
see. Well, it's a good thing Faerie all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Faerie, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Il Mheg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I guess this means you won't be following me around anymore. Thanks for everything.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side.
Uh,
Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them
It is?
as you would your Isnefis.
I will. Thank you. There's the fog. It's not as all-encompassing though as the fog when you first arrived. That's the one I want to see. Oh, never mind. It's raining. You all get on okay? It was pure luck we managed to hold the Ylmorans at bay long enough for you to succeed. But we've earned some good fortune. And while it is plain we've not seen the last of General Ranjit, for one, am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. Seems I was wrong about your friend. If Faerie not stepped in, you'd be frolicking for fairies by now. suppose I would. Guess I have the Exarch to thank for that as well. Well done, my friend. You put me to shame laying low a Lightwarden while I struggle to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire. We've all struggled against him, Thancred. Infilia? I'm going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do. Well, Arianche? Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me none the less. Night hath returned to Il Mheg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fae folk put the Ilmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove. A word of mood only to take them. Well, they'll do what they do. I suppose at least they're not. I doubt they'd let the Ilmorans do anything here. So we can probably leave Il Mheg safe. But where next? I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the Warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It's time we were going. Together, needless to say. To the bitter end. The fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Right. So, what's the next step? Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fae folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmore's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all when I say that I've had a bellyful of Il Mheg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. You worried there, Alphino? Suppose they're right. What has been going on in the Crystarium? So, something I noticed I did not. Wait. Now that I've changed the outfit. All seems well. Thank goodness. I know we've spent much of our time on the road. Minfilia and I have actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them. I see nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, is this the scene I think it is? The city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the self-same comforting hum of activity in the air. I think this is the scene I think it is. Definitely doesn't look like Yulmore tried anything here. Let's see.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmore was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Hey, there he is. Everyone?
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
A friend of yours? Wait.
And
Garlean?
you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page.
Arianche?
By rights, its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire. and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations.
The founder of the Gallian Empire?
As
Here?
for my true identity...
Wait.
I am Emmett Selk.
It's,
Ascian.
the offer of the free...
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle?
Wait.
Oh, it is truly, deeply... infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
So we have been making a difference. Should have guessed they wouldn't be happy.
Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met.
You're here to...
But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Frankred, I don't think it's going to be that easy.
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach.
What do you mean?
Cooperation.
What?
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Lightwardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Why?
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
You serious?
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. think of it?
That's... Urianger?
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
Just a...
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions.
Famed Ascian? I guess I've gotten a bit of a reputation among our enemies.
Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Hand wave. Stat. Can we... So, that was an Ascian. The Thancred told me about them. He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. Finding common ground with an Ascian. My entire being rebels at the very notion. That an Ascian of Emmet Selk's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and that this of all junctures is... most interesting. Yeah... a little unsure how to think about that. Cooperation! He can't be serious. Can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Sorin. You're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Is that okay? Right. I'll go have a rest. He did have a point. As much as we know about what the Ascians are trying to do, we don't know much about why. I'll have to talk more about this with the others. It's not a decision I'm smart enough to make on my own. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? I will. Thank you. Very good, sir. I bid you a pleasant evening. Sandwich basket. I love where they had to hide the sandwich basket from you when you accept the quest. It's kind of like, we can't let them know he's getting sandwiches at the end of this quest. Right. Really could do if I lie down. Oh, that... quite a feast. Maybe I could do with something to eat before I sit down. You did what? What did I do? I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. He'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still,
you think he's watching?
Keeping you well fed.
Are you jealous? I'd offer you some but I'm
Judging
not...
by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the Flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett's Selk we should be concerned about.
So you were watching all that?
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
That's... Elidibus?
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the Flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Right. But... not everything's lost. Your world's still here and there's still a chance, right? That's what we're all fighting for.
You mean Seto?
Had to go back.
Well, that's... I suppose you're right.
See, I'm confused. Like, what did you hear? What did you hear? What I said? I'm confused about that. Did I say something I shouldn't have? Sari asked him upset. Oh. Right.
He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big.
Yeah, it has been 100 years.
Speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Well, Aquila's been journeying with me for a while now. Ever since Ifrit. Needed that. Right. New day, new adventure. Need to go find the others and learn what they've come to. What's the new... I'm assuming... Is that a new title? The Fae Touched. I'll keep with Stargazer. Hello. Good day to you, sir. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Oh, right. Hope I haven't kept him waiting. I keep forgetting I could just use... There is a Aethernet shard right outside. Hello. You have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. everyone? Is everything okay? You all feel very...
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Our guest? You mean... Emmett Silk.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
I didn't think it'd be quite this soon.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Lightwarden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Why?
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
Burden of truth?
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy.
What do you mean?
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips.
Are we sure he wasn't?
Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
I don't know. I think he has a point. If he wanted to just oppose us, it would be easy enough for him to do that. There must be something behind him approaching us like this.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Exarch?
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far.
Is the game... Okay, I can do... Oh no, I don't want to skip the cutscene. Okay. I can try and do that. I've just been kind of nervous because I know before it had been a problem of game audio used to always be too louder than my voice.
In striking down the Lightwardens of Lakeland and Il Mheg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, But the wardens of Calusia, Amarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed. And their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown.
Right.
Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
So what's the plan in
I'll
the meantime?
take Amarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Actually, there's a quick way I can use to maybe increase the game audio. Okay, let me know if that's any better, or if that's too much of a change.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola.
Y'shtola?
With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since you left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
Right.
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Letter?
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
Oh. Are you going to be okay?
Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
His powers.
Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance? Of course. Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Right. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. I can stop by there. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey on to Fort Job that we might secure this relic. Well, you two be careful out there again, okay? I confess, a great deal of my time in Calusia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Yulmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Calusia. I'll be counting on you for that, Alphino. Elsie? You gonna be okay heading back there? There's so many ruins scattered throughout Amarang, I'm honestly not sure where to start. Just look out for yourself out there, okay? So, Fort Job. And looking for ruins. Urianger? Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Neat. And blue spirit stuff. Actual better gear. But as that's the end of a quest and it's hit 10 o'clock, that is going to be me for tonight. I had hoped to actually make it into Raktika this stream, but I don't know, that queue ate up about 40 minutes of stream. Oh, I need to spend some time leveling up my healers. Excuse me. I shouldn't need to queue again until... That's not much of a view. You could have... No, the thing is, both my healers were level 72. Both my... but the trial is level 73. I wasn't allowed to queue in as my healers. The only classes that were an option were Dancer and I think Red Mage. Yeah, Red Mage is 73. It was just, do I go as ranged DPS or magic DPS? That was my only option. Oh, hello. Put myself under the table. Yeah, I'll have to do some off-stream leveling for Scholar. So, the thing is, Sorin doesn't have a tank. I suppose I could have been queuing as healer. I could have been queuing as healer in the last dungeons. But I don't know, it feels... I like queuing as the class Sorin is. Yeah, no, Sorin will be getting a tank because now role quests have been introduced. I do want to do them all. And I have plans for that, but it won't be happening yet. But no, it's just because Sorin's currently going through as Dancer in the quests. I know, it just feels weird for me to change just for dungeons. But, yeah, that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with Final Fantasy II. We're carrying on. What happened last in Final Fantasy II? Oh yeah, I spent ages trying to figure out where I was supposed to go next. And... Exactly. Yep. I do want... I don't know. When I did the role quests on my main account, it just felt so important. Especially in Shadowbringers, once you get the final role quests for having completed all the others. But yeah, tomorrow will be Final Fantasy II. I can make use of the new snow car we have. Thursday's also going to be Final Fantasy II, and then it'll be more Final Fantasy XIV on Friday and Saturday. Because it is a very Final Fantasy week, apparently. But that is just, I am trying to... I want to make sure I have... The only game I'm mainly doing is Final Fantasy XIV. I want Final Fantasy II to be finished before the 2nd of February. Which I've got 2 weeks to do. So I'm hoping that'll be finished, because 2nd of February is when Persona 3 Reload releases. And it's going to be on Game Pass. I already have Game Pass, so I am installing it the day it comes out. And I am very much looking forward to it. As for a while, I've been tempted to see about downloading, buying Persona 3 Portable on the Steam store. And just as I was considering it, I heard the announcement for Persona 3 Reload. So I was... I'm just gonna wait a few extra months and get this one. But no, that will be in the future. But that's why I'm only doing 2 games for the next while. It's only going to be Final Fantasy II and Final Fantasy XIV. If I finish Final Fantasy II before I start Persona 3 Reload. I might do some other one-off, like other smaller streams of playing games like Deep Rock Galactic or something. Just so I'm not just absolutely binging my way through Final Fantasy XIV. But yeah, as usual, the schedule for my week to week is up on YouTube with the times, and yeah, if you want, you can follow me on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. But regardless of what you do, thank you so much for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed. And until next time I see you, have a good evening, have a good night, and goodbye.